Hello and welcome to Coding for Kids. We're going to be having a look at a challenge you guys can have a go at for math basics after you complete that tutorial, and then we'll go through an answer to see how you go. Let's get started. So here we have the challenge. Challenge number 2. We need to write a program that asks the user for two numbers, then adds the two numbers. And so if we look at the example, we can see the first number, we got to ask that. Will give us a number, and then the second number we got to ask that, and we got to add these numbers and print it nicely. So looking at this, I can see that we're going to need to know how to use the input, how to use a print, and how to use an add in Python. So pause the video, have a go at this challenge all by yourself. Once you're done, start the video again and we'll work through this challenge together. Right, let's have a look at this. So here I've opened up my Python idle into this shell. We're going to need more than one line of code. So I'm going to go open new file and then move this over here. And so firstly, I'm just going to copy in what it wants us to do. That way we don't make any mistakes. Right. So first thing we need to do is ask for two numbers. So let's name our variables A and B. In the first A, we'll get int input. Remember, it's int input because we're asking for a number. We go number, 1, like that. Remember, we need two brackets because we've opened two here. And the same here, we'll go int input number 2. Forgot a space. 2 space. And then close those. So here we're going to ask for two numbers, and these are the variable names. Then it adds the two numbers. So we're going to go simply C, because this is a smart way of naming variables, equals A plus B. Now we can do this because they're int data types, so we can add them. So let's go print C. And see what happens. We'll save this. We got to save it to run it. We'll save this as challenge 2. And then we'll go up here, run module. Number 1, we'll go 5. We'll go 5, and it's printed 10. So this is going to work. But to make it look nice, just like it has here, the sum of these two numbers is, we're going to go the sum of these two numbers is, and we're going to add a space here, and then we're going to go plus C. The space here will make it look nice so that the 10 is not right on the S, and we'll go plus C. So let's save and run this. Run module. Number 1, 5, 10. So we run this, and you can see it's given us an error. So when we read this, the error is we cannot print an integer in a string. So this data type here, this one here, is a string, and we're mixing it with an integer. So let's add another step, and we'll just make it simple with variable names. We'll make it simple. So D equals strc. After we define C as these two, we're going to convert it to a string instead of an integer. And then here we'll press print, we'll make it print plus D. So let's save this and run it. Number 1, 5, number 2, 10. The sum of these two numbers is 15. And this looks exactly like what we had to do in this challenge. Right, so you have completed challenge number 2, Maths Basics. Thank you for doing this Coding for Kids challenge, and we hope to see you in the next tutorial or here in the next challenge video.